Hello everyone and welcome to 40 Questions. My name is Stephen Walker and tonight I am interviewing Manar Mohaisen.
Yeah.
Welcome, Manar.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
So the first question is, where are you from?
I am from Palestine.
Palestine.
And exactly from the city of Gaza.
You were born in Gaza.
Yes.
And for those that do not know where Palestine is, where is Palestine?
Actually, Palestine is located at the entrance of Asia from the African side. It is next to the Sinai region, which is located in Egypt.
Okay. And the nationality, what would the nationality of people from Palestine be?
They are Palestinians.
Palestinian. And the language?
The official language or the main language in Palestine is Arabic.
Arabic, okay.
But most people can understand Hebrew and they speak English.
And okay, is English taught in schools?
It is, it is taught at school.
Okay, but the number one is Arabic.
Is Arabic.
Okay, and the population of Palestine, what is the population?
The total number of Palestinians is close to 13 million. It's to 12.7 million Palestinians. Okay. About 4.7 million Palestinians live inside Palestine, and the rest of them live outside.
Live outside. Okay. And question 5 is about the capital city. So first, what is the capital city of Palestine?
The internationally recognized capital city of Palestine is East Jerusalem.
East Jerusalem.
Yeah.
And so what is the population of East Jerusalem?
The Palestinian population of East Jerusalem is about 300,000 people.
Okay. Unit 2 is next, and we talk about shapes, sizes, and appearances. Okay. So the flag of Palestine, what color is the flag?
Actually, the Palestinian flag consists of 4 colors. We have red, black, white, and green.
Red, black, white, and green?
Yes.
And the following question is the appearance. So can you describe what does the flag look like?
We have a red triangle and the 3 rectangular shapes.
So the flag is rectangular.
Yes.
And the red triangle is on the left side.
And there, the upper part is black.
So then there are 3 stripes. 3 horizontal stripes.
Yeah, exactly.
The top
is black.
The middle
is white.
And the bottom
is green.
Is green.
Yeah.
Are there any symbols on the flag?
Actually, no, there is no symbols on the flag, but the interpretation of these colors can differ from people to others. Maybe people who are interested, they can
do their own research on that.
Yeah, definitely.
But the visual, I've got the visual, and we see the flag itself.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Okay, the next 2 questions, questions 8 and 9, are about the appearance of the majority of the people in Palestine. So what does the majority of women and men look like if we were to go and travel there? Yeah,
actually generally we say we are Middle Eastern. Middle Easterns, we are a mixture.
Yeah.
Because this area of the world, it was inhabited by many peoples. For example, Persians, they came and they stayed in Palestine for some period. We have other peoples stayed in this, so we are actually, and Europeans came to Palestine, and so we are a mixture. So you can find people who look like me, like more brown color, and some
darker features.
Some people can look more African. They are a small minority actually, but generally speaking, people would look like my complexion.
Right. Dark hair, dark eyes, darker complexion, skin.
Yes.
Anyone that looks like me?
Definitely we are.
Yeah.
Well, actually, some of my cousins look like you.
Wow. Okay.
So we are very diverse in terms of look.
Okay. All right. And the last question of Unit 2 is about minorities. So can you tell us about some minorities that live in your country?
Actually, culturally, we are very homogeneous in Palestine. So regardless of religion, we have almost the same culture in Palestine. So maybe I will talk about religious minorities.
Okay.
We have the majority of the Palestinian population are Muslims, and about 1% of the population are Christians from most of the branches of Christianity, and we have a very small minority of Jews living in the West Bank, about 400 people. And
About 400?
400, only
Okay.
400. And as far as I remember, they had one seat in the Palestinian parliament.
How many seats are in the parliament?
120.
120, and one seat was
Yes.
held by a Jewish person?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and Unit 3 is about food, tastes, and ingredients. And the first question of Unit 3 is about food, a traditional food. Manar, what is a traditional food that is eaten in Palestine?
Actually, a very popular, if we can call it dish or recipe in Palestine, is makluba.
Makluba?
It's an Arabic name.
Okay.
If we can translate it into English, it might mean upside down.
Upside down. So would this be a main dish or
It's a main
dessert? It's a main dish. So the next question is about the ingredients. So can you tell us what the ingredients of
Makluba.
makluba is?
It's an Arabic word which means actually upside down.
Okay.
We have 4 ingredients. We have rice, vegetables, and meat.
Okay,
And
so now what kind
spices.
of vegetables typically?
We have potato, carrots, tomato.
Okay,
That's what my mom
those
was
3.
using.
And
3.
meat, what kind of meat?
It could be any. Some people are using poultry, like a chicken.
Poultry?
Poultry, like
Yep.
a chicken. Or some people are using lamb meat, depending on their taste.
But no pork. Is that correct? Do
Well,
you-
generally speaking, no pork.
Yeah, okay.
Even I would say that even in Palestine, Christians they eat pork generally, but as a part of their culture, as a kind of homogeneous culture, everybody does not eat.
Yeah, well, Muslims typically do not eat pork.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, so makluba.
Yes.
How does makluba taste? If you were to, I have no idea. Now I know the ingredients, so I can kind of have an idea of the taste. But can you describe it for the viewers?
Yes. First, I would like to describe how we cook it, maybe.
Okay.
And then
Yes.
we will talk about. Actually, the makluba is composed of several layers.
Okay.
The first layer generally is the meat, and then we can put a layer of already cooked vegetables.
Okay.
Slightly cooked
Yes.
vegetables, then rice, then vegetables, and then rice.
Okay.
And
And
then-
this is in a big pot
In a big pot.
on the stove?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we add the water to cook the meat and the rice. And generally we take the pot and we take it upside down.
Makluba.
So we exactly.
Turn it upside down.
We turn it upside down. So when you take it up, it looks like a cake.
And so we bite into it.
Yes.
What give us a few adjectives of the tastes that
the
we'll
taste,
be
it's
experiencing?
The general description is very delicious.
Yeah.
I would call it a little bit spicy.
Now, why spicy? What's
Because
spice?
we have more herbs added to
And some of the herbs are,
we add kammun mostly.
or maybe cumin.
Cumin, I think
Okay.
it is. Mostly we do this one to turn the rice into yellow color.
Right.
This
Yeah,
is
cumin.
mostly this one. And we add, of course, we add pepper. We add the salt.
Black pepper, red pepper.
Black pepper.
Black pepper. Okay.
Yeah, maybe the red pepper we use it with macaroni, maybe.
Right. And so delicious.
Spicy.
A bit spicy.
What adjective can I pick for that? I'm not sure.
Salty.
Generally not. This one, it depends on the taste of people.
Okay, then how about the smell? When you walk in, mom's cooking makluba, or it's spread out on the table now. What are some smells?
It's a mixture between the meat smell and.
So it smells a bit meaty.
Exactly. Generally, I prefer it with chicken because it's less oily.
Okay.
Less oily than when you use, for example, lamb. So this is the mixture of the smell of meat and the spices. and the cooked rice.
Savory.
Yeah, I would say that, but I'm not sure how can we describe.
Mouth watering.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely it is. Yeah.
Okay. And so then the texture is the last question describing this food, makluba. What would the texture be like? Is it similar, or is each bite a little bit of a different texture?
As I described it, it was a kind of layers.
Yes.
So you cut it like a cake. So, and some people are mixing it together, and some
Right.
people are eating directly each part alone.
So some of the textures, can you give us a few adjectives? We bite into the meat. At that point, is it
I would like to add
soft
something.
or chewy or?
It's very soft.
It's very soft.
Even the meat is very soft, because actually the meat, we put it the first layer in the pot, so it's very well cooked.
Mm-hmm.
When I say very well cooked, you can really separate the bone.
So the bone is on.
Yes.
It's still.
Yes.
With the bone in there. Okay. And then by that time, the vegetables a bit mushy.
Yeah, very well cooked, very soft. Even this one could be, if it's not very spicy, it would be very good for kids.
Yeah, okay, a bit mushy. Mushy is a good adjective.
Yeah.
And then the rice.
The rice is
Is it sticky or?
No.
No.
It's not sticky, but still it has some water.
Yeah.
So we don't use actually
soft.
Yes, so I would call it soft. Actually, the rice we are using it in maybe outside of Southeast Asia is we use that.
Basmati? Do you use that rice? What kind of rice do you use?
Basmati, maybe.
Basmati, yeah.
Yeah, basmati. It does not mix together.
Yeah, it's a bit of a longer grain.
Yes, exactly,
rice.
exactly. So it's very soft, but you can kind of separate that piece of rice.
It's not blended together.
Exactly. Yeah.
And do you make that in Korea here?
Generally not.
No?
I tried it.
Is it easy to make?
It's not hard, but you need to be very patient.
Right. Patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Got it,
yeah. You need to have also a big pot. And if you invite...
So generally you make a big portion, a big pot.
That's my point.
And then I would imagine large families.
Yes.
So it goes a long way.
If you invite some people to some guests to your house, it's a good meal to offer.
Makluba.
Yes. It's very generous even to offer such a meal.
Yeah, sounds good. I'd like to try it one day. Okay, Manar. Unit 4 is weather, seasons, and landscapes, and question 16, what is the landscape like in Palestine? So you can, either go from west to east or north to south, kind of describe the basic landscape we can experience.
Actually, the Palestinian territories are split into geographically two parts, the Gaza Strip and the West Bank.
Okay.
Gaza Strip is a very flat area close to the Mediterranean Sea. So
it's on the Mediterranean?
Yes,
you have the coastline.
Yes, we have it. Yeah, we have it. It's a very small strip close to the Mediterranean Sea, so it's very flat actually. We don't have mountains. Very small ups and downs within hills, small hills, I think.
Right.
The West Bank, it has some mountainous areas. It is the eastern part.
The eastern part.
And east and northern part of Palestine.
Northeastern part.
Yes.
Okay, and so it has...
It has mountains and it has a flat area. The flat area is close to Jordan, the Jordan Valley.
Okay.
The Jordan Valley is very flat, and but when you go back within the Palestinian territories, you will have many mountains.
Are they pretty tall mountains? Are they
not very tall? I don't recall the exact height of the mountains, but they are not very tall compared to.
You can hike them.
You can hike them.
Yeah.
You can hike them definitely.
Okay. And the beach, you say it's not terribly long, but is it a nice, like, sandy beach, or what kind of?
Yeah, it's a sandy beach. It's very beautiful, and the Mediterranean Sea is very It's not dangerous when you swim there. We don't have sharks.
You do or do not?
We don't.
No sharks.
No sharks. No dangerous animals or fish coming from
Okay. And then desert. Is there desert in?
There's a desert in in the historical Palestine. There is the desert of Nakab.
Okay.
Nakab desert, and generally speaking, the Middle East, we have this. Due to the climate change, some green areas are fading or disappearing.
Desertification.
Yes.
Okay, and so we'll go into weather. Question 17 is about seasons. So how many seasons are in Palestine?
We have very clear 4 seasons.
You do have 4?
4, very clear.
4 distinct
seasons. Very distinct.
Oh.
Even though, as I said, due to the climate change.
And so you have snow in the wintertime?
In the area where I live, we have, it's not snow, it's like ice.
Okay. Sleet?
Possible.
I mean, falling ice.
Yeah,
a sleet.
It's not like the ice, the white ice that we have here. It's really a frozen
rain or sleet. I think was what we would say.
Yeah, possible. And summer is hot, but it's dry. It's not humid, so it's bearable.
And do you have a favorite season?
I would say spring.
Okay, then the next question is describing one season. So can you describe what the weather is like in the springtime in Palestine?
In spring it's the weather is, we are coming from winter, so the landscape is very green. You have many small herbs that makes things very beautiful, and we have several types of iris, which make the scenery very beautiful.
Very colorful flowers.
Very colorful, especially the red one. We call it in Palestine. We call it in Arabic Hannoun. Hannoun. Yes, it's a type of iris. It's a red one.
And they grow wildly.
Yes.
So there's rain in the springtime.
Yes, there's rain.
Thus you get the flowers.
Yes, there's rain, and
is it quite green? You said it's green.
Very green.
Green landscape.
Yes, very green. But I would like to say about winter in Palestine, or in the area where I lived in Gaza Strip. In the West Bank, as I said, there are some mountainous area where the temperature can go very low. In Gaza Strip, we are very flat, so the temperature can go at night maybe down to 0 or minus a few degrees, but
it gets quite cold.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. The next question 19, is about natural disasters. Are there any natural disasters in Palestine?
Generally, compared to other countries, the natural disasters are very mild in Palestine. Sometimes we can have some strong winds, but compared to other
strong winds, do these strong winds kick up like a dust storm, or do they cause damage to structures?
Generally, these winds happen in winter, where you have the rain. You have rain sometimes, so you don't have a dust there. But some houses can be destroyed, weak houses. But generally, the concrete houses are not affected.
And then so rain, heavy rain.
Heavy rain, it could be.
With that, do you get flooding?
Generally not.
The
area is very flat. We are close to the
just all drains off into the sea. No earthquakes.
Relatively, the earthquake that happened in Palestine can be 5 degrees, which is very mild earthquake.
Oh, like a level 5.
Level 5 on Richter's.
Hurricanes, typhoons, tornadoes. Flat tornado. No. Okay, well then quite lucky in that regard.
Yeah, I think in terms of natural disaster we are very
okay. And the final question of Unit 4 is about a holiday. Can you tell us what is an important holiday for Palestinians?
Yes, as I described before, the majority of Palestinians are Muslims. We have two big feasts. The first one, we call it Eid al-Fitr, which means...
One more time?
Eid means feast. Al-Fitr, it means breaking the fast. So we have a month of Ramadan, we fast during this month.
And Ramadan, when is Ramadan?
Ramadan is depending on the lunar calendar.
Okay.
So the second big holiday for Muslims is when people go to pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage.
Yes, to Mecca. So after that we have also the biggest holiday.
That's the biggest, and the name?
The name is Eid al-Adha. Adha is sacrifice.
Sacrifice?
Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
So let's look at Ramadan real. You mentioned fasting.
Yes.
Can you describe for the viewers, if they do not know, what is fasting?
Actually, Muslims fast for 1 month, for 29 or 30 days.
And what is fasting?
Fasting is we give up eating, drinking, during or smoking also during from the sunrise to sunset.
Sunrise, sunset, no eating, drinking, smoking, ingesting.
Nothing.
Yeah. And then once sunset,
you can eat and you can get back to your normal habits of eating and drinking, and if you smoke, of course.
And then at the end of Ramadan is the festival, or the
Eid al-Fitr.
And can you describe a little bit what happens then?
Generally, we have a very beautiful culture that people visit each other. We have relatives, you visit them, and we give some money to young kids. And even for example, if you have a sister and she's married, you can also give her some
And is it a one day, or is it?
Eid al-Fitr is 3 days.
It's 3 days, and then the one after the pilgrimage
is Eid al-Adha. It is 4 days.
That's a 4-day.
Yes.
Just family, friends, eating.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Manar, Unit 5 is about ports, transportation, and accommodation.
Okay.
What would be a main or the main international airport or port of entry into Palestine?
In Gaza City, we have both Gaza International Airport and Gaza Port. And also
the Gaza port, so the ship?
Yes,
ships.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, historically it has. And also people who would like to visit Palestine, they can go to Palestine through Egypt, where they can arrive at Cairo International Airport, or they arrive at in Jordan.
And then they go across the land border?
Yes, by car or by bus.
Okay. And so now we enter Palestine.
Yeah.
What are some modes of transportation that we can take?
Generally, it's the taxis are more popular as a mode of as a mean of transportation in Palestine.
Even longer distances?
Yeah, because actually Palestine is a very small country.
You're not going too far.
It's very small, really very small.
Buses?
Sometimes, I tell you something. Sometimes when I tell my mom that I'm biking in Korea here for 100 kilometers, it's like Gaza Strip from north to south is like 33 kilometers.
Okay,
so
right.
It's
yeah, so you're not going too far.
Yeah, it's not.
Any unique modes of transportation? Like motorcycles?
No, generally we have the taxis.
Just cars or taxis, okay.
Of course we have the buses.
Yeah, buses, bicycles.
Less odd.
Yeah. Ox cart or anything like that? Like getting into the country, a little bit of a countryside.
No.
Getting away from.
Much less. Some people are using some.
I like the odd ways of transportation.
Yeah, I understand. Some people are using motorbikes for personal use. Yeah.
But as a tourist, it generally be a taxi or occasional bus. So No, we're in the taxi and we tell them, take me to a nice hotel.
Yeah.
Or a nice place to stay, or a place to stay.
Yeah, I think we have a hotel in Gaza City. The name is Al-Waha, which means the island.
One more time.
Al-Waha.
Al-Waha.
No. Al-Waha translated into English to oasis.
Oasis.
Oasis, sorry. Island should be a different word. So what is particular about this place, it's very close to the beach, and they serve very good fish dishes.
Fish dishes.
I forgot the name of your cat.
Yeah, this is young goat. Young goat, which means lotus flower.
Oh, wow. The eyes, the color of the eyes are different, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
One blue and one kind of hazel. So she just woke up. Okay, so fish dishes.
Yeah. It should be very, very delicious.
The next question, 24, about amenities. If we go to this hotel, what kind of amenities are offered?
I would like to talk about the food there, because generally speaking, in Gaza Strip, all the fish restaurants are near to the beach. So this hotel is offering very good dishes of fish.
Okay, but amenities though. Is there a swimming pool, a fitness center, a conference room?
Yes, definitely.
Wi-Fi?
All these things are offered, and generally the journalists, the international journalists who come to Gaza Strip, who would like to stay for a certain time, they stay in these hotels, which are very close to the beach, where they have media centers where you have Wi-Fi, you have international communications offered there.
Right. Okay. And the currency. What is the currency used in Palestine?
In Palestine, we use the new Israeli shekel. This is the most common currency that we use in Palestine. Besides that, we use dollars and Jordanian dinar. And
so for this question, if we just stick with the shekel,
yes.
Do you know what the exchange rate is in US dollar?
I would say that 1 shekel is about 300 Korean won. Which,
it's 300. 1 shekel will be 300 Korean won. 300 Korean won is about 30 cents.
Yeah, about that. I would say like maybe $1 3.5 shekel.
Okay.
About that.
One US dollar is 3.5 shekel.
About that.
Okay. Unit 6 is greetings, gestures, and customs. We are in Palestine and we meet someone. What greeting is used?
Yeah, generally we say Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be.
Peace be upon you. Peace be with you.
With you. Peace be with you is maybe generally when we say goodbye to somebody.
Okay. And what do you say when you say goodbye?
When we say ma salama.
Ma salama.
Which generally is safety be with you.
Safety. Okay. So if you say assalamu alaikum and I say
alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam. And do you shake hands?
Yes, generally we shake hands.
So assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, alaikum salam, and we shake the hands. Yes.
Eye contact.
Should be.
Eye contact is important.
Yes.
And a strong handshake.
Generally, yes. Generally,
firm handshake is important. And how about gestures? Question 27. What gestures are used in Palestine? Good gestures.
Good gestures could be thumbs up, like it's very good.
That's good.
Yeah, like when we say something like this, like you are greeting somebody, like he's doing something very good.
Like that?
Which means in French it could be like chapeau. It means you take the hat.
Tipping the hat.
Okay. Which means respect.
But that's a gesture that you do?
We don't use that one, but I could say something like that. It's generally for young people, which
That's
means
good.
like a military greeting.
Okay, salute.
Yeah, it could be similar to that.
A good handshake.
Yeah. we generally, when we, after shaking hand, if it is very warm greeting, we put our hand on our heart.
Hand over the heart.
Over the heart, so to indicate that it's very.
Assalamu alaikum, and then.
Yeah, something like that.
Sorry about the microphone.
Sometimes when you are sitting around the table and you cannot go to shake hand with somebody, so you say, "Assalamu alaikum," give it your hand.
Okay.
Just an indication of warm greeting.
And then, so those are polite. How about some gestures that are impolite that we should not do?
Yeah, for example, we should not say, for example, we use this word which indicates this gesture to indicate somebody's crazy, or he's saying
like
something.
This?
Yeah, like
he's a little
this.
crazy.
Yeah, a little crazy. Or we use this hand like this, which means he's drunk.
And what's that one again?
It's something moving your hand
like this.
Like this, which means he's drunk.
And that's not good in
it's not
Muslim.
Polite. It's not polite.
Being drunk in a Muslim.
He could be
culture?
not drunk. He could be not drunk, but he's saying some nonsense.
Yeah.
So
okay.
He's drunk.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And customs. Question 29, customs. What are some customs?
Yeah, we have in our area of Palestine, generally we don't serve the coffee. When you have guests to visiting you at your home, you should not serve the coffee first.
Okay.
Because it's an indication that you would like them to leave.
That's important to know.
Yeah. So this one, we need to be very careful.
If you go to someone's house and they say, "Here's your coffee."
Here's your coffee. At least, if
look at the time.
at least you should ask them.
Yeah.
If they insist they want coffee, you can serve them coffee. It's okay. But generally, if you first, just without asking, you serve them coffee, it means you ask them.
Okay, that's something important to know. Yeah. Anything else? One more.
For example, in Palestine, if somebody's married, you cannot call him by first name. For example,
so I would not call you Manar?
Maybe
you're married.
I'm married, but we have the same age.
Okay,
it's okay
so
if you call me. But
if I was younger.
Generally, it's not as strict as in Korea, but they could be younger than you. And you don't call them with their first name. So then what would I call you? You call them Abu and his elder son name. Like, for example, if I have a son and my son's name is Muhammad, so the people would call me Abu Muhammad.
Abu Muhammad.
Abu, it means the father of.
The father of.
And generally, if you are well respected among people and you are not married, you don't have kids, they would call you Abu and the name of your father.
Okay.
They kind of expect that you will call your son after your father.
Right.
So this one is a very good gesture. Even when I was young, some people were calling me Abu Subhi in reference to my father's name.
Abu
Subhi. Subhi.
Subhi.
Yes.
Abu Subhi.
Yes.
Okay. And the final question of Unit 6 is religion. We talked a little bit about it earlier, but what religions are practiced in Palestine?
Actually, Palestine the historical Palestine is very important for the three Abrahamic religions, Judaism, Islam, and Christianity. So in Palestine, the majority of the population are Muslims, about 99%.
Wow.
We have 1% of Christians from most of the Christian sects we have in Palestine, and we have a very small Jewish minority in the West Bank.
So you do have some representation of the two, but about 99% is Muslim.
Yes, Sunni Muslim, Sunni Islam.
Sunni.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay, Manar, Unit 7 is landmarks, activities, and things to do. And we are in Palestine. Where is a good place to go sightseeing?
I would recommend the beach.
The beach?
Yeah. Especially if it is in summertime, or even in spring. You can go there. There are many terrace coffee.
Terrace
cafes which are very close to the beach, so you can watch the beach and the sun set.
Okay, you're on the west side, so you get a good sunset.
It's very beautiful.
Nice blue water.
It is.
Yeah, that's the Mediterranean.
Yes, it is.
Mediterranean. And
the water is not deep, so you can swim, and it's very safe.
Okay, and how about some famous landmarks? Are there any famous landmarks that we can see in Palestine?
Yeah, definitely. As I said before, that Palestine is very important area, but very important country for the three religions.
Right. Historical significance.
Yeah, exactly.
More than most anywhere.
So we have, I would recommend in East Jerusalem, there's the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and Al-Aqsa Mosque, and it is a holy place for Muslims. And one of the walls of the mosque is called Al-Buraq wall, and it's holy for Jews. And
now would that be the Wailing Wall?
Yes, exactly, it is.
In English, okay.
Yeah, exactly. And in Arabic we have a different name. So.
Yes.
And for Christianity, we have in Bethlehem the Nativity Church, which is a holy place for Christians.
The Nativity Church, and so what happened?
We as Muslims, we believe that Jesus was born in this church.
Right.
And there's another holy church in Jerusalem, in East Jerusalem. It is the Resurrection Church. Church, which is very important for Christians.
Okay. All right. How about activities? What are some activities that Palestinians enjoy doing in their free time?
I believe in Gaza, because the land is very flat, and we have the beach, so people would love to go swimming. And but when I was young, actually relatively younger than now, we loved to play soccer in Palestine.
Okay, so question 34, you've already mentioned it a little bit, but where is a good place to do an activity you enjoy? Or when you were a young boy, you mentioned playing soccer or football.
Yeah, generally when I was young, with my friends, we were playing soccer in the street. It was bothering for people walking in the street. But we love to do it, and this brought to us many troubles and many punishments from our families. But
so was there,
since we loved it, we did it.
In the street, I mean, were there no soccer grounds or fields or things that were available?
There were, but we had to go to a very far place to do that. To play soccer. So
it's just
we prefer to do it locally.
Right.
Just try as much as we could to not bother other people.
But so soccer is probably would you say it's the most popular sport?
I would say
among sports in Palestine?
Yes.
Okay, and question 35 is about people watching. I enjoy people watching. You go to another country, or you sit, have a coffee, and just watch people.
Yes, definitely.
So where is a good place to go people watching in Palestine?
I would like to talk about specifically about the area where I live. We had a very famous street. The name of that street is the Unknown Soldier. The Unknown Soldier, yes.
Okay.
Where you have many coffee shops, and you have...
And the town is...
It's a park. It's Gaza City.
In Gaza City?
Yeah. It's the core of Gaza City.
Okay.
Where you have banks, coffee shops, you have restaurants, and you have in the middle of the street, you have kind of a park. Yeah, where you can...
People come and...
Yeah, especially in the evening, from maybe March until October. people would go out.
Where you can see and be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And it wouldn't be cold outside at night.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. The unknown soldier.
The unknown soldier, yes.
Okay, Manar. Unit 8.
Yeah.
We're almost done.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is one of my favorite units. Is about music, pop culture, and famous people. Music. Is music popular in Palestine?
Very.
Very. So what kinds of music do Palestinians listen to?
Generally speaking, we have our own type of music.
Tell us about it.
It's not a tradition, I would not call it tradition, but we use more Eastern, Oriental instruments, such as oud. It's similar to the guitar.
Okay.
So
anything else?
So this type of music is more representing not only Palestine but the whole area.
Right.
It's the Great Syria that includes Syria,
Okay.
Lebanon, and Jordan.
Do you have famous singers then that
Yeah.
are popular?
We had a famous Palestinian singer is Shafiq Kabha.
Shafiq
Kabha.
Kaba.
He is very famous because he was singing very traditional songs.
Do they listen to Western music?
Yes.
Pop or rock, classic rock, you know?
Yeah, but generally we listen to Arabic music more than
Any country in particular outside of Palestine?
Egypt, Lebanon,
Okay.
some of the Gulf countries.
Right. And moving into the next question is about famous people. Can you tell us maybe 2 or 3 famous people from Palestine?
Yeah, I would like to talk about a very famous professor. He was a Palestinian American professor. His name is Edward Said.
Edward
Said.
Said,
Yes.
Said.
He was a professor at Columbia University. He is one of the founders of the post-colonial studies research field.
Okay.
Where he contributed a lot in that field. I think Palestinians, most of Palestinians, look to him with gratitude because he represented Palestinians in the American media and American literature
positively.
And defended our.
Now, is he still living?
No, he passed away in 2003,
passed away?
I believe.
And another person.
maybe-
Now this can be it can be a musician, an artist, a poet, philosopher, anything, living
I
or
think,
dead.
Palestine is also known by Yasser Arafat.
Yasser
He
Arafat,
was,
politician or
He's a politician.
leader of.
Yes, of Palestine, and he represented his image or his picture was representing the Palestinian cause for a few decades.
Yeah, quite a while. I remember growing up
Yeah.
and seeing his image and how
Yeah.
he passed away.
Yeah.
At
2004.
least, yeah, I was going to say it's at least 10 years already.
Yeah.
Over 10. So question 38 is about the president or the leader of Palestine. Do you have a president?
Yeah, we have a president.
And
His name is Mahmoud Abbas.
okay,
Yeah.
and how long has he been the president? Do you know?
Actually, the last elections we had, I think it dates back to 2006.
2006. And so can you tell me the term? Is there a term limit?
The term limit is 4 years. The
And-
number, no, we don't have
So there's an
number-
election every
4 years.
every 4 years, but
Yeah.
there's no limit of
No limit.
term.
No limit.
Thus, Yasser Arafat was the
Yes.
leader for
Yeah.
couple decades?
No, Yasser Arafat, he was a leader of the Palestinian people.
but no, he wasn't the
He was
president.
not a president.
Right.
When
okay.
when he became president, he was elected. There were
Right.
the elections, and he was elected.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Manar. Now, question 39 is about subcultures. America has a lot of subcultures, but being a small country, does Palestine have any unique subcultures?
I think in our country,
not-
it's not a culture, but I would say ideology. Ideology, we have
Ideology. Can you
yeah.
explain that?
Yeah, we have depending on the political parties. Some political parties, they have Islamic ideology.
Right.
Some they have more on secular
Okay, secular.
ideology. Some people they have Marxist ideology.
Okay,
I think
yeah, those would be subcultures.
yes,
Groups,
in this
pockets of people that
Yes,
have
yeah.
their beliefs or what they follow and
yes, definitely.
adhere to. Okay, Manar, this is the last question, question 40.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
yeah. Please go
Are you
ahead.
sure?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is about the flower, the national flower of Palestine.
Yeah.
Do you have a national flower?
We have a variety of flower. We call it Hannun.
Hanun.
Yes, Hannun.
And is there a particular color that is associated with Palestine of the iris?
Color. To me, actually, as individual, I think the red color, red and black, because that's the lower part is black and the upper part is red. This is the Hannun.
And that's kind of similar with your flag as well, the red and the black.
Yeah, possible.
Do you see it around Palestine, like on
definitely.
stamps?
It's a specific flower of Palestine. I saw the Hannun flower on the stamps.
On stamps,
yeah.
posters or
Yes,
things
definitely.
that's like
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay, very good. Manar, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How do you say thank you in Arabic?
Thank you, it means shukran.
Shukran? Shukran.
Afwan.
Afwan. Thank you very much. I enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something about Palestine. I know I did, and I have a lot more to learn after this. I'll do my own research on it a bit more.
Yeah.
But this was a good first step. So thank you everybody for listening and watching, and until next time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Shukran jazilan.
Bye-bye.